What's up, everybody? Welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/Seasnnosaurus Rex. My name is Sean, and today we're going to watch the Padres play the Giants. I have turned the commentary off. I am your commentary this afternoon. Thank you for joining me. New baseball every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel. I went through and looked at a bunch of teams to see what we were looking at as far as the wild card standings are concerned, and what kind of matchups might be interesting to take a look at. Padres-Giants is interesting. Giants win here ties them at 61 and 57, which makes things very interesting. There are, 7 teams, all within about 2 games of the National League wildcard. There's only about 4 teams in the American League wildcard. I'd go back and show you those standings, but I have already simulated some of the games so that standings wouldn't be quite right. But we're just going to watch the full game and enjoy, see what happens. Thanks for watching. Welcome on in. Subscribe if you want more. If not, thank you for watching anyway. We're going to Oracle Park as we are ready for Padres taking on the Giants. There is your lineup. I was going to tell you who the starting pitchers were, but I forgot to do that. San Francisco. Welcome on in. I got to grab a thumbnail real quick. Padres, Giants, 61 and 50 taking on 61 and 57 taking on 60 and 58. Here are the game storylines. Matt Waldron's looking to turn things around after a rough patch. Fernando Tatis is hitting well over the last 16 games, 365. Padres over the last 4, they're starting pitching, 22 innings pitched, a 2.86 ERA, 14 strikeouts. The Giants have averaged 5.5 games, a 2.89 average, and 14 home runs over those last 8 games. And the bullpens looked good, a 1.95 ERA and 27.2 innings with 28 strikeouts. Taking a look around the league, the Cubs win in extras versus the Cardinals. The Cubs, with that win, they win their 8th straight. Reed Detmer strikes out 11 and allows 1 run in a win versus the Tigers. Bailey Ober strikes out 10 and allows 1 run in a loss to the Royals. Raisel Iglesias saves his 35th game, tied for the NL lead. Nestor Cortez Jr. fires 7 innings, a 2-hit ball, and a loss to the Mets. We're highlighting people losing games. Well, that's just unfortunate for their offenses. Birdie steals 3 bases in a win versus the Cardinals. Roki Sasaki increases NL leading win total with 16, and the Tigers increase the AL Central lead to 1.5 games over the Royals. I guess here's a look at the farm report for San Francisco. And we will be back with the first pitch after this. Getting set here as I save this. Hayden Birdsong, 22 games started with an 11-8 record, 104 innings pitched, 4.41 ERA, a whip of 145. Strikeouts are 104, 22% strikeout rate, almost 23%, and an even 14% walk rate. So we will go SD at SF. Hopefully we will get a good look at the playoff standings here. First pitch is in for a strike. The Giants are 5th of the NL wildcard. They're 1 game back. There are a couple of teams in the half-game range. The other game that I was thinking about looking at was Reds at Phillies, but this one I thought meant more in the moment. Hard hit up the third base line and foul. Count is 0-2 on Ahmed Rosario. Winds and fires. That one is low and out of the zone. Probably would have gotten me, but does not get Rosario. High and gets him to swing under it. It's a strikeout, so Birdsong off to a good start. His first of the game. Just reared back, let it fire, and very, very late on that swing. It's a great pitch mix right there. You see it work very effectively against me all the time. Low 12-6 curve, high on the fastball, and then goes right back to that 12-6 curve at 78. I think that fastball was 96 at least, maybe even 98. 18 to 20 mile an hour difference is devastating. Xander Bogaerts steps to the plate, and he'll look at a ball low. 1-1. Big NL West matchup for you on this Monday. Happy. Nice catch by the ball person down there. That one screams foul. Another pitch fired outside. 12-6 curve all the way down at 77. Misses low and outside. 2-2. One away here in the top of the first. It is Monday, August 11th. Happy anniversary to the Green Bay Packers, founded on this day back in 1919. My favorite football team. Swing and a miss on the circle change. He got him. If he doesn't swing, it's a ball. It's ball 4 and a walk. Instead, it's 2 down for Luis Arise. Winds and fires. Clips that bottom of the zone at 95. And that is strike 1. Be back tomorrow with more Mariners baseball. It's a big stretch of games for us. We get the Baltimore Orioles, which is always hell. Wind and fire. 94 on that one on the inside. Gets him to go. And quickly an 0-2 count. Then we'll be in New York and then Philly. Lined right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit with 2 outs. Nice piece of hitting by Luis Arise. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Keeps things going here for the Padres. As Tatis Jr. steps in. 267 average on the season. Either way, it's a 9-game road, 9-game, oh my goodness, 9-game East Coast road swing for the Mariners, which will be big both in real life and for us. Coming off a pretty miserable series against Tampa Bay. First pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Ooh, crushed that into the ground. That looked like a very hittable pitch. 2 home runs in his last 8 games, 7 RBI. 12-6 misses inside. 2-1. That one clips the corner, and they'll give him the strike. 2-2. Slider on the outside gets Tatis to swing, and that is another strikeout. And the Giants strand the runner at first. Or, is that how you would say that? The Padres get 1 hit. It's time for the Giants. And we will take a look at Matt Waldron. Only 5 games started on the season, but does have a 2-4 record. 44.1 innings pitched with a near 6 ERA. Whip doesn't look very good at 158. 27 strikeouts. A 13% strikeout rate and a walk rate of 7.7%. Tyler Fitzgerald will get us started here in the bottom of the first at Oracle Park. That is a very bright knuckle curve in at 77. If you're looking for it, that's probably gone. That probably should have been crushed. Did we face Matt Waldron? Because what's weird is the Padres, there it's hit. But this one should be caught by the left fielder. And 1 away. It was another knuckle curve. That one was at 79. The exit velocity, which we didn't get this for San Diego. As we take a look at the lineup. Waldron would have given us a lot of trouble. We have a funky schedule, I think, because they did that rivalry thing. And for some reason they put Seattle against San Diego, I think just because they both started in 1976, which is weird. There's another knuckle curve. That one's at 80. You can kind of see with these first few pitches why his ERA would be so high, but you can also see why it'd be so confusing that his ERA is so high. This has to be such an adjustment, and if we saw him, it was an adjustment to 80-mile-an-hour knuckle curves. And then 92 miles an hour on the fastball gets him to go, and that is strikeout number 1 for Waldron. Ramos will step in. I think we probably had a lot of trouble with him if we saw him knuckle curve back down there at 76. Have we played? I'm pretty sure we played the Padres, and I think we have another series against them. That's where the weirdness comes in. Winds and fires. Ooh, gets the call on the inside part of the plate. 0-2 as he winds. hit to the second baseman, fires over to first, and that is an out. So a pretty quick first inning for both sides. Only one hit total. It'll be the Padres' turn. Merrill, Machado, and Diaz coming to the plate for the Padres in the top of the second.
Leading off for San Diego, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Yeah, we played a 3-game set in San Diego, and we're going to get a 3-game set at home at the end of the month. Four-seam fastball clips that outside corner, 0-1. Merrill, 2024 Silver Slugger Award winner. A 277 average. Patrick Johnson behind the plate today. I was going to read the other names, but I didn't get to it. That was the game's fault, not mine. Boy, I thought I'd turn the crowd volume up, but it's just real quiet when it's quiet. Big swing and a miss there. Makes the count 1-2, and that one's in the dirt. Birdsong really working low in the zone so far in this one. 22 pitches. Did he go? No, says third base umpire, whose name I might know if they had left it up there, but probably wouldn't because I'm bad with names. Manny Machado's on deck. And that one is scorched up the first base line. Foul. 3-2. That one is fouled back. 93 on the fastball. Still full. Pretty incredible 17 pitch at bat between whoever the Rays pitcher was at the time and J.P. Crawford. So we're looking at an 8-pitch at bat, number 9 on the way. Tapped and fouled. That circle change. It's good hitting if you're looking for it, but he wasn't, and it's still a 3-2 count. Fouls that one off. We're up to 10. Fires foul again. Good matchup here. It's hit, but foul. Pitch number 13 on the way. Is it unlucky for the pitcher or the hitter? It is unlucky for the pitcher. Not a great fastball, but it gets the strikeout in Birdsong with a 13-pitch at-bat there against Merrill. Finally breaks him for the strikeout. Machado, the 6th hitter in the lineup today, is going to look at a fastball low. Ball 1. I was hoping there would be more ambient ballpark chatter, but even cranking it up a couple of notches really didn't do much for this portion of the game. Machado looks at that pitch outside, 93 on a fastball, 2 balls, no strikes. Birdsong inside. Either lost control or is pitching very carefully to a guy that can hurt you. Ooh, that is a strike. That should absolutely be a strike. That's going to end up being a 4-pitch walk. It looked like Machado at least thought about swinging, but was able to hold it back. Birdsong has fallen apart. A 4-pitch walk. Another ball. Got to find the zone, and even if you want to go back to the final pitch of the first at-bat that resulted in a strikeout, that was way out of the zone too. Diaz takes a called strike, bottom of the zone. I like the play there. Let him throw a strike. Now go to work. 1-1 with 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the second. Scoreless game. Slider slides a little too far outside. Birdsong behind again. Pop fly out to center field. Looks like it's going to be a nice, easy catch. He'll run under it and fire to the cutoff man, and that's 2 away here in the top half of the second. Yastrzemski. Yandy Diaz stepping in. 267 average, 14 home runs. Pitch number 40 coming for Hayden Birdsong. That one is lifted to left, and that will be a nice, easy catch. And out number 3. So a long at-bat that resulted in a strikeout, a very quick walk, and then a couple of flyouts. And that'll do it for the Padres here in the top of the second. To the bottom we go, 0-0.
Leading off, the
Matt
giant
Wallner,
right fielder.
right fielder.
Matt Wallner.
That one is hit to center. There's another nice, easy, nice, easy catch. Oh my goodness.
Fifth, the shortstop, Willie Altame.
So 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out. He has over 40 pitches through 2 innings. But Matt Waldron, this is only number 10. It's interesting they have that story there for the Cubs winning their 8th straight game. Outside, if you get this mess, so you have the Reds in first place in the wild card. Padres, Mets are tied for that 2 spot. Pirates, Phillies, and I think the Giants would be a half game out. And then the Diamondbacks, I think, are 2 games out, if my numbers are correct. The point would be is that the gap between the Giants and the Cubs is 7 games. And that would count 7 wins in a row for the Cubs. Knuckle Curve seems to be giving this team a lot of trouble. 2 away and a 2-strike count already here to Matt Chapman. Chapman fouls it off. That's a sweeper at 80. Ooh, thought about it, but able to not even think about it, kind of. Thought about it, but didn't at the same time. 1-2. And gets him with the sweeper on the outside. So Waldron looking good pitch count-wise. Both starters look good. Only 1 hit given up so far. We'll head top 3. Still 0-0. Take a look at the San Diego Padres offense in the last series. An average of 321, 2.8 runs a game. An OPS of 848, 11 extra base hits, a couple of home runs, and 11 RBI. Who did they play last? Could have been helpful to give us some of the, like, the stats, like the actual, like, you know. I wonder if we should get, maybe we'll get the last 10 for each of these teams. They would have played the Boston Red Sox. Dane Myers fouls that one off. It's 0-2. Birdsong threw 40 pitches through those first 2 innings compared to 13 or so for Waldron. That doesn't get the call. I thought that was a strike. Birdsong does not get the benefit of the doubt and then misses that slider low. Counts evened up at 2. Oh, maybe it's a good thing I didn't pick that Phillies-Reds game because that's in the 11th inning. I don't have time for extra innings. Wines, fires, slapped. Up the first base line, caught. Nice play at first base, and they'll step on the bag out number 1.
Second baseman,
Wade Jr. Is that Lamont Wade Jr., I believe? Ahmad Rosario makes his second appearance at the plate. 125 hits this season so far. Golfser gets under this one a little bit. It's going to be right on the foul line. Gets there as the ball is caught. So Wade Jr. accounting for a couple of putouts in this inning and quickly 2 away. Xander Bogaerts 0 for 1 with a strikeout. As we get a quick look at his statistics for the season. Under it. Fouled away. 195 career home runs over 13 seasons for Bogaerts. And just barely gets it. A little tapper goes to the shortstop, throws over to Wade Jr., and Wade Jr. is in all 3 recorded outs in this inning. Still 0-0 as we head bottom 3. Here's a look at the Padres' last 10 games. They got swept in that series versus the Red Sox. 2-8 in their last 10. If they score 7 runs, they win. If they score anything, I guess, less than 7, they lose, including a 13-0 drubbing at the hands of the Cardinals. And that's a bad stretch. That puts you in this position where you're only a game up on a wild card spot. Tries to get the knuckle curve way up there, but it stays high. Ball 1. Yastrzemski with 116 career home runs. Swings and misses on that knuckle curve. It looks so good coming in, but then it just, that timing is so hard to figure out. It has a weird wobble. Ugh. Is it Valenzuela that we saw in the Diamond Dynasty Nightmare mode? He was awful. And then we get a knuckle curve potentially from this pitcher if we saw him against San Diego.
Second baseman, Ezekiel Duran.
Matt Waldron goes 1, 2, 3, 4 straight knuckle curves and gets the punch out. They are just so slow. So 1 away here. He's going to go for the bunt, but it's foul. Thought about trying to bunt in the last game. For myself, that was ill-advised, some would say. Mainly me. Ooh, gets the high strike call. 0-2. Misses inside at 91. So you're looking at 76 up to 91 on that. That one slapped up to the shortstop, and then throws over to Diaz, who makes the outs, and it's 2 away.
Batting ninth, catcher, Patrick Bailey.
I was just looking at... Knuckle curve on the outside.
0-1.
Gets the call. Misses low and inside. 77 on that knuckle curve. Evens the count. 1-1. Oh! Smacks this one out to left, but it does not have the distance. That will be out number 3 to take care of the San Francisco Giants. Only 1 hit recorded through the first 3 innings. It's still 0-0. Welcome back. Luis Arraez, 1 for 1. He has the single hit in this game so far. There's been 1 walk issued by Hayden Birdsong. That one just misses. He was a little loosey-goosey on the top part of the zone against that with that knuckle curve. The zone has appeared a little narrow on the sides. Just misses that one. I thought that one was a little bit more of a strike. Does get the swing and miss on the 3rd pitch of the at-bats. 2-1, but 2 very close misses. This one is hammered out to right field. Going. I believe that's Wallner out there. Ian Wright tracks it down and makes the out.
Right fielder, Fernando.
Thought I had a little bit more on it, but I don't think either of these guys are throwing with a ton of velocity, so you really need some power to get it out. It's a big outfield in San Francisco. when I had done the I'm a Cheater season, I had talked about how I want to go hang out in the bay, look for a splash hit. I think that would be cool, and I figured out a way you could probably do it with a stream. So that would be a fun life goal to do. Tatis 0 for 1. Looking at an 0-2 count.
1 ball,
12-6 curve misses well inside. Kind of a waste pitch there. I don't really love it. Trying to induce a swing. Like, just go. There you go. Ratchet it up to 95. I guess you can look at it of, hey, we're slowing it down to 76, 77, and then we're bringing it way back up at 95. Tatis there on the replay very late on the swing, so. Spoiler alert, a digital major league player knows more than I do about his pitch sequence. Merrill steps in. Pitch number 60 on the day is grounded to the shortstop. He'll fire over to first, and that is out number 3. Nothing doing. Still 0-0. Fitzgerald, Wade Jr., and Ramos coming up for the Giants.
Leading off for the Giants.
Fitzgerald had a flyout in his first at bat as we welcome you back to San Francisco. Waldron, 26 pitches through those first 3 innings. A big swing and a miss there. 33 doubles for Fitzgerald. Is first on the Giants. And he gets under that one. Quickly 0-2. And the sweeper gets him. That was way outside. Strikeout number 4 for Waldron. As we take a look at the replay.
First baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Just not sure where he's going to want to go. Those knuckle curves have looked so good. I know that was a sweeper. Just able to induce that swing and miss. There's a knuckle curve at 79 to Wade Jr. Low in the zone. Probably not as low as he wanted to get it, but still in a pretty good spot. 0-1.
off the plate,
Knuckle
ball 1.
curves inside. 78 miles an hour. 18 doubles for Wade. Third on the Giants. This one is popped out to left, and that will be out number 2. There was some good information. I only know about that, the screen on the wall, if I mentioned that, if I didn't. But talking about that, hanging out in the bay in the kayaks or whatever, like, they put a screen out there. So you can watch the game, which is pretty neat. It seems like a cool, weird thing to do. It doesn't, I mean, it just feels very, like, natural and kind of silly. More so than some of the forced things that you see, like, fans or even teams do. And I'll throw the Mariners under the bus for this one. That the Light the W thing that they're doing at T-Mobile this year is a little in my opinion. The Cubs already have Fly the W. You guys have the Trident. Just stick with that. The Trident's already a W. Raise the Trident. I know you didn't probably accomplish your goals. Think about that. Think about Drew Brees, where he changed out. By the way, it's a very quick bottom of the 4th inning. Top 5, Manny Machado stepping in. Drew Brees, I think it was the season that they won the title for the Saints. They had like a cheer or a chance or whatever that they would break the huddle with. And he changed it because it didn't work the previous year. Brought something new in, they won a title, whatever. So I guess you could argue that of like, well, the Mariners have had, raise the Trident or Tridents up or whatever, but they haven't had the ultimate success. So I guess steal the Cubs thing.
2 balls.
Slider stays way high. It's 2-1 on Machado.
Patch ball 3.
Slider is low. 3-1. with Elias Diaz on deck. Takes a strike right there. Manny Machado walked in his first at-bat. That was the funky walk. That one is absolutely crushed out to right field. It's deep off the warning track. Gets to the wall. He's going to pick it up in right field and throw it in. And Machado will be in with a stand-up double. I do wonder if there's a way to get the visual up there so we can see kind of where they're going. That one was hit well out to right center field. Wallner chased it down. So Diaz with a runner in scoring position. Slices that one foul. 106 splash hits. Mariners got swept by the Giants earlier this season. That was the game Robles injured his shoulder. Or one of the games, Robles. The third game, I believe, he injured his shoulder. Maybe it was the second one. Also could have been the first. Any of them. Doesn't matter. Oh, that one smacked, but it'll go foul. Count remains 0-2. That was pitch number 69 for Birdsong. Nice. That one's outside. Slider at 85. Misses the zone. And ball one. Raleigh and Rayleigh tied for second in the AL home run lead. Smacked, but that one goes foul. A lot of souvenirs going out to that portion of the crowd today. That one's inside. Diaz moves out of the way, but he does not get hit. 2-2 the count. Machado on second. That one is slapped into the gap. This is going to score a run. It'll be 1-0 Padres. And it'll be another stand-up double. So back-to-back doubles just changing places. Nobody out here. And this is where it starts to get that point in the game. It's the top of the 6th inning, I believe, or is the 5th? Finally starting to see him. And they will go to the pen. We have a pitching change for you. Brought to you by Mountain Dew. I don't know. They always have sponsors at the minor league games. We'll get you the info right after this.
Now pitching for
Nailed
the
it.
Giants.
Did it. Welcome back, Tristan Beck. 5-3 with 6 holds in 46 games. 74.1 innings pitched with a 2.30 ERA. Strikeout rates at 17.9%. Righties batting a little, or lefties I should say, batting a touch better than righties. Yandy Diaz as we work our way through the second time. Or the second time through the order. It is top 5, by the way. Nobody out, runner on second. 1-0 game in a wild card race. Nice slider on the outside. Gets Diaz to swing. It's a miss in 1-1, your count. Goes back to it. That one's fouled off. That one smashed out to right field. It'll be a single. Throw is cut off, and they will hold the runner at third. So just hits here for the Padres. We go back to that slider again. Because it was a swing and a miss, and it was a foul ball, and then it was a hit. And all of them, I believe, were drifting into that left-hand batter's box. Fastball at 94 in for strike number 1. Maybe try to get the strikeout here and then turn a double play with the next batter. That one is hit past the third baseman into left field. It'll be a single It will score a run, and it's 2-0 Padres with still nobody out. That pitch was not in a good location. It's a good effort at third base. They'll bring Amed Rosario to the plate. And with how poorly San Francisco has played offensively, this is going to bloop into right field. This is going to be a play at the plate, and he is going to be out. Nice throw from Waldron out there in right field. We're learning the Giants roster a little bit. Ooh, Chaudron. This is the best one, the best time you could bring that in. It doesn't track well, but Diaz is out at the plate. Nice throw in. And the Giants have a real chance if they can turn a double play here with Bogarts. That one is flared out to right. They just cannot get weak contact into third. Oh, that is brutal for the Giants. Where is this pitch? It is nowhere near where you want that. That is either too high or too low, and neither solution is good. Or scenario is good. I mean, you're looking at talking about it's a fantastic throw.
That's a ball.
Getting the runner out at home plate. If you get into a double play, you only give up a couple of runs. Go back to the dugout, reset. Instead, you're working with 1 out in a 3-run deficit. Can't let this get much worse. Foul on the four-seam fastball. Arise 0 for 5 in his last game. And we have a runner. Popped foul. So a little hit and run situation there. One and two to Arise. Popped and foul again. Tristan Beck seems to be having trouble locating his pitches. He's also just not missing the bat. Fires that one. That is blooped out to right field. And it's a misplay by Wallner. Oh no, the throw comes in. It's going to be late. It's a 2-run double. And the inning from hell continues. It was only, I think, the first couple of hits that were like actually good. The misplay killed that relay attempt. It's still a pretty good throw. Just a touch late. And Bob Melvin's going to have to go to the bullpen again. Second time this inning, and there's still only 1 out. Just an absolutely horrendous inning for the Giants. 2 of those balls were well hit. The other 3 were bad. They're going to bring in Justin Verlander, who is performing equally bad in real life. That's not like a shot or anything, but I just looked. He got the loss today, a.k.a. yesterday, against the Nationals, and he is 1-9.
Aye.
94 on the fastball, gets a swing. Just a check swing that he couldn't get it. And you see the umpire in the back pointing that that was what the call was. I don't think it was going to be a strike if he took it. Slider misses way inside. Fernando Tatis Jr. was acquired from the Chicago White Sox. That one's foul up the third base line. Justin Verlander coming in for relief is very interesting. And gets him on the outside. Strikeout number 1 on the day. And can the Giants just stop the bleeding? We do have another day off next week. It's I believe it's a Thursday. The Mariners have off, and I do have a couple of games written down here. Rangers, Royals, or Yankees, Red Sox. Gonna have to see how some of these playoff races kind of shake out. Oh boy, that got crushed. Jackson Merrill absolutely smashed it, but too early, and it flies foul. 12-6 misses well outside. 1-2. Whew. That is a 12-6 curve that is way up in the zone. That one is hit out to right field and grabbed at the wall. So it finally comes to a close. The Padres pile up 6 hits at least. And it is a 5-0 game. That was a great play from right field. And we have to remember that as this game continues.
For the Giants, right fielder,
Matt Waldron, 36 pitches through the first 4 innings. That is 9 pitches an inning. That one is hit right to second base. They have to see more pitches. I have been in this position. And we lost the game to the Giants in kind of, not like a similar way, but kind of in a way where all of a sudden it was a 5-run inning. It just kind of felt like what happened. It was very similar to a couple of the games that we saw against the Rays, because we went to extra innings in the last 2 games. Where all of a sudden it's just like everything's out of sync, everything's out of rhythm. We're not taking a lot of pitches. The panic sets in. That's a swing. It looks like he's pointing that went too far. That was very clearly a strike. We have seen a little bit of funk. Like it's just a one funky pitch. That one is fouled off. The one funky ball call. Ooh, that knuckle curve almost clipped the outside part of the zone, but it does not. It's ball 1. 1-2 here with 1 away. That one's smacked but goes foul. Adames stays alive. There's a no-doubter. Willie Adames finally breaks through. They were being no hit to this point. 435 feet. Can the Giants mount a comeback? Bye-bye, baby. It is out of here. His 19th on the season. 435 feet. And that one was crushed. That's what you were looking for, especially when you look and you see how those pitches were coming in. And they weren't always great. It felt like there have been a lot of hittable pitches, but you're finally able to time it up. It's the second time through the order. Have a bit better of an idea of what he wants to do. They get one back with 1 away. Knuckle curve misses inside, ball 1. Knuckle curve is in for strike 1. There's a big swing and a miss.
1 ball.
So the Giants get the Padres, or Padres and the Giants get each other. But I am specifically looking at the Giants' schedule.
Got him.
For 7 of the next 10.
center fielder,
As Chapman grounds out. Yastrzemski steps in. I think there needs to be a better spread of the division games. We shouldn't be seeing like the Yankees play the Red Sox like 6 out of 9 or 7 out of 10 or something like that earlier this season. Like that shouldn't be it. But we should see them a little more spread out. If we're going to do the see every single team, which I like. I think you should do that. I think you should work in a little bit of that NFL sort of thing where you maybe only see one division twice or kind of just one division in general. Not a great jump. This one's going. It's gone 369 opposite field. And the Giants have another run. 5-2. Yastrzemski with his 11th. I thought it was going to be more on the bad jump for the left fielder, but it just kept going and going, and it was gone. Ezekiel Duran steps in. Knuckle curve, that is in a very hittable location. If you're a Giants hitter or if you're a me hitter, I just don't think you're looking for that pitch in that location. If it's a mistake, I think you're going to think it's a little bit higher up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Like, it's going to just clip that top of the zone coming down. Sliced out to right. Duran 0 for 1 today. Ooh, the knuckle curve on the outside. I don't think that's been a strike for most of this game, and it's an unfortunate spot to see it. But they get 2 back on a couple of solo home runs. As the game likes to say, the long ball was working in this inning. It's 5-2. Machado steps in. 1 for 1 with a double. Does have a walk in the game as we welcome you back to San Francisco. Verlander on the bump through 9 pitches in a relief appearance. Machado smashes this out. Going, diving catch, but could not get there. The left fielder in great position. I like that play. He's going to go for, it'll be a stand-up double. I think this is how it started last time. Did they bat around? I think the diving attempt works because the left fielder was right there. It was going to be a double anyway, either way. Diaz 1 for 2. Verlander misses outside. 4-seam at 93. 1-0. This pitching staff has to get it together for the Giants if they want to have any shot to get back in this one. Their offense finally starting to click. I would not be surprised to see a fresh pitcher. That pitch just misses. Looked like it clipped the top of the very top of that zone. Slider in at 88. (5-2) top 6. 1 on, nobody out. That one right to the second baseman. Fires over to Wade Jr. and that'll be out number 1 as Machado advances to third.
First baseman, Gandhi Diaz.
Diaz with a single. 1 for 2 on the day. Single here would get the run back that they gave up after getting the 5. That's a strike. This umpires had some bad calls. You don't like to see that ball call mixed with the strike call that ended the inning last time. Brutal break twice now for the Giants in the last couple handfuls of pitches. Gets that strike. 2-1. Verlander fires. 12-6 curve just misses on the inside. 3-1. The walk here isn't the worst thing in the world, though. They could not induce that ground ball double play. This one's popped out to right. We've already seen a great throw from the right fielder in this one. It's going to be in time. That's 2. That is 2 plays at the plate that the Giants have won. Patrick Bailey, Tyler Fitzgerald, and Lamont Wade Jr. coming to the plate. Absolutely incredible. He has saved 2 runs. It very easily could be 7-2.
Leading off.
As we take a look at today's starters.
Catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Matt Waldron, 5 innings, 2s, runs earned in hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Same number of strikeouts for Hayden Birdsong in 4 innings. A couple of runs, give it up, 3 hits, 1 walk on his line as we are set for the bottom of the 6th. Bailey, the lefty, as Waldron's still up there. That's where you want that knuckle curve to miss. And that's a perfect example of why you see me swinging so many fastballs that are up in the zone. Because it's just up, and then clips it. And I'm like, oh, this one will drop, and then it's a fastball that sails. It's bad. Whew. Sets him down in 1, 2, 3. Couple of nice locations.
The designated hitter.
He definitely wasn't looking for that pitch that was way up in the zone and then gets a pretty nice dot there.
Ball one.
Of course, as soon as I said that the Giants have not been able to induce a double play, they induce a double play in one of the more complicated ways. A fly out to play at the plate. What is Machado's speed rating in this game? Because he was nowhere close. What is Machado's speed rating and what is the right fielder's arm rating, strength rating? This one's smashed out to left. A couple of weird routes taken by Padres defenders in the last couple of innings, but the catch is made and it'll be out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Lamont Wade
Can I look at
Jr.
stats here? MLB The Show 25 player ratings. There it is. MLB The Show player ratings. So we have what? Oh, that one's hit, but drifts foul. Oh, they really needed that one to stay fair. Machado? It's like Machado's in 86 overall as this one smashed through the hole on the right side, and that will put him on base. So that's their first hit that has not left the stadium. They were either hitting home runs or doing nothing. Been there. Okay, so I think you can kind of see why if we just look at Machado's speed, it's a 39. I think 29 is about as low as it can go, if I'm reading this correctly. And he's just been a steady 86 the whole way. So then who is the right fielder in this game? That's outside. Good take. 1-1 with 1 on. Couple outs. Ramos, third on the Giants with 108 hits. Needs a hit to keep things rolling here. He's 0 for 2 today. That one is smacked out to center field, and that's going to be easily fielded for out number 3. So the Giants put a runner on first, but can't capitalize. It'll remain 5-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. You're watching Giants baseball here on youtube.com/Seasnnosaurus Rex. Thanks.
Leading off for the Padres, left fielder Dane Myers.
Is it Matt Wallner? Is that who's out in right field? He's I guess I can look. Do after this pitch.
Ball one.
Slider misses high and outside. Box score? Yeah, it is Matt Wallner. Oh, it's unfortunate. I can't look at his. So, like, the thing that I'm looking at has a circle, and, like, 29's the center, and then the further you get to the outside, as we see Justin Verlander strike out his second batter of the day. Ahmed Rosario steps in. Look, the closer it gets to the outside, and it's a bunch of different categories, it's like 99. We know Machado was only a 39 speed. I was curious what Wallner's arm rating, like arm strength was.
He's out.
Nice play by Wade Jr. at first, throws to Verlander,
Shortstop.
and that'll take care
Bogarts.
of out number 2. But Wallner just has zeros by his for some reason. Whoops. Oh, I apologize. He's an 80 overall, but he just doesn't have the... Fielding arm strength edge. Just everything says 0.
One
Ooh.
ball, 2 strikes.
I don't think I can look at the players the way that you normally would. I don't think that you can go R2 and click. Nicely done by Verlander. Gets Bogarts looking with a very hittable pitch just right down the middle. We're stretching here in Oracle. It's 5-2 Padres. News and notes around the league. We read these, so we'll skip it. Yeah, we cannot look at the way things are. So Wallner up to bat. Jason Adam and Robert Suarez get loose in the bullpen. Still a save opportunity for the Padres. Matt Waldron still in here. This is pitch number 69. It's a knuckle curve. That was a strike. It was off the plate the whole way and looked like it came over and clipped the zone, but it's a ball. We've seen a couple ball calls in that spot, so it's not abnormal. It's a bad call regardless. Gets the strike on the very next pitch. Just rears it up and fires it at 90. Wallner up the middle. That'll be a base hit. So the Giants can start something cooking early in this one with nobody out and a man on. It's been singles or homers for the Giants so far. Adames has a solo home run. This is the third time through the lineup, so keep that in mind as these guys see this pitcher again. Knuckle curve in on that spot that's been, it's been like kind of 50-50 in places that it shouldn't be.
That's a ball.
That knuckle curve had some funk on it, just misses high, ball one. One on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ooh, gets him with that knuckle curve. I thought that knuckle curve, for whatever reason, is like, it's looked like it's going to go a little bit left and then breaks to the pitcher's right. Yeah, it's the strikeout on Adames. That's a really nice location for that. You'd like to see Adames swing, but you don't want that double play. It was just straight knuckle curves. And those last two were in great locations. Actually, they were all pretty solid. Minus that first one, maybe. Checks on the runner at first as Chapman steps in. 0 for 2 and takes a pitch in. Seems like he's been starting in that inside spot. If I'm a Giants hitter with this guy, I think I want to try and be aggressive on the inside pitch. See if he goes outside here. Pitch number 77 on the way. He does go outside, so he's pitching a little east-west, which we don't see a ton in this. We see it in some of the older games that I've taken a look at. Triple Play Baseball 2001 specifically. Or I believe it's just Triple Play Baseball, as this one is absolutely cracked. It's going to be an out, unfortunately. Thought it had a little bit more on it than it did. Sounded good. One of the trickiest things about this game, and I've played, where I think we just did game 117 in this specific installment of it. Sometimes the crack of the bat sounds a lot better than it actually is, and that it does still fool me, and I thought that was the one that was going to kind of go. Yastrzemski, as we see that knuckle curve get that weird spot again. It's a strike, and it's been a strike.
Ball 2.
That's a good call. Stayed high, ball 1, or ball 2, excuse me.
Nope. Outside.
Pitches on the outside. Sweeper. Misses the zone. 3-0. Yastrzemski had the other solo home run. That one went to the opposite field. Kind of like the aggressiveness. You're down 2. You think he's maybe going to throw something a little more competitive on a 3-0. For me, that's a hands-off controller moment. But Yastrzemski takes a walk. That was a close pitch at the bottom of the zone. Does get a beneficial call in there. But Schultz will go to the bullpen. He'll call for the righty. Waldron responsible for the two-ben aboard tying run coming to the plate right here for the San Francisco Giants.
Now pitching for San
I
Diego.
feel that I've jinxed myself earlier in this
40,
game.
Jason Adams.
Jason Adams comes in, 63 games with a 4-4 record, 19 holds, 69 noise, .2 innings pitched, 3.23 ERA, 22.2% strikeout rate, and righties and lefties batting very similarly. The lower side of the 200s. Ezekiel Duran comes in. He's 0 for today.
Ball. That's down.
Slider misses. Yastrzemski on first, Wallner on second. I think you want to try and take one run off here, but it is 2 outs. That one just misses high at 96. 2-0. This one is flied out to left. It's a pretty good jump. It's sailing a little bit on him, but he's able to get under at the San Francisco Giants strand 2, and it'll remain 5-2. We're heading top 8. Our eyes, Tatis, Merrill coming to the plate.
Leading off for San Diego.
Verlander still on
Luis
the bump. Arise 2 for 3 today. 28 pitches for Verlander. Came in to help clean up the mess after the 5 runs had been given up. He was able to get a couple of outs. This one's hit and foul. That's a nice play by Matt Chapman over at third base. Great grab.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis over 3 with 3 strikeouts today. First pitch is inside.
Ball. That's outside.
2-0 the count. That pitch is in at 94. Tatis on the verge of a golden sombrero, which I did double check just now. That one smashed towards the towards their own bullpen, or dugout, excuse me.
3-2.
A little wild there from Justin Verlander. We've seen a couple of guys dip out of the way for the Padres. That one is hit up the middle. A nice play. Fires over to first, and that is out number 2. So a couple of great infield plays for the Giants, keeping this game close. They still have a shot, and they've gotten a couple of hits. Just haven't been able to take advantage of it. You'd like to see them do something more with the runners on and nobody out.
Counts 1-0.
12-6 curve totally misses. Tatis avoids the golden sombrero. And Jackson Merrill, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a flyout, and a groundout, steps in. This one's hit up the first base line. Not a great slide, but
He's safe.
he almost recovers. It's kind of a funky play at first, but it is a base hit. Verlander did a pretty nice job to recover, but just a little too much speed. And they'll go over and check on the runner. Merrill slides back in. Machado 2 for 2. Does have a walk. As that 12-6 curve is in
0-1's the count.
for a strike. Slider in at 87. 0-2 the count here, and just misses high. Ball 1.
Ball, that pitch is
That
out.
one misses further outside, and it's ball 2. Verlander swing and a miss. Machado goes for the slider. And that will do it. So, the Padres strand 1. Verlander's done a nice job coming in relief. The Giants trail 5-2 as we head bottom 8. Robert Suarez coming in with a 5-11 record in 58 games. 70 innings pitched with a 2.57 ERA. Patrick Bailey's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Giants running out of outs here. 100 miles an hour on the fastball.
I got 1 ball,
101 on that fastball. Sails way out of the zone. It's 1-1. Sinker, slightly slower. That one's 97 and fouled away. 1-2, excuse me. That one is shot up the middle. It'll be a single. Yet another single for this Giants team. 2 long balls, 3 singles. That is it. Matt Wallner, though, doing everything he can to keep this team in defensively. Maybe he needs to step on it offensively. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to bat. That one hit and sliced foul. Bottom of the 8th here. San Francisco's defense has done a great job to keep this a 3-run game. Very easily could be 7-2. That one is outside, and who knows if you don't get those 2 outs at the plate. Oof, who knows what happens then. But we don't have to worry about that because they did happen. 2-1 here to Fitzgerald. Lines and fires. Sinker misses. Wade Jr., the tying run on deck. Or potential tying run, I should say. That one is sliced. It's going to get past the defender. Single, everybody will hold. First and second with nobody out. Another single for this Giants team. And that's how the Padres got a couple of their runs. It's just a weird little piece of contact. It doesn't come off the bat quite right, but it finds a hole. Wade Jr. can tie it with one swing right here. Going to be tough to do with that 101 mile an hour fastball in a dotted location in the bottom of the zone. Wade Jr. takes a sinker. 0-2. Who doesn't get the call? That is strike 3. That should be out number 1. Can the Giants take advantage? A little inconsistency behind the plate today in some weird spots. Guess that does kind of make up for the call. My God. Lamont Wade Jr. with a game-tying 3-run home run. The exact next pitch after what should have been strike 3. It is a 5-5 game. I may have jinxed myself earlier. Incredible. That was a cutter in the wrong spot. We've seen a couple of Giants home runs, and they have been no doubters. The Yastrzemski one really carried out, but the 2 home runs to center have been absolute no doubters. 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. We have a very interesting situation here, as he's going to go to the bullpen. I guess they don't tap their arms anymore. Signaling for the righty or whatever. Well, that'll do it. Trent Thornton. I believe we traded him to the Padres. I forget exactly who we got in return.
Trent Thornton.
2-1 with 8 holds, 66.2 innings, and a 2.70 ERA. Excuse me. Nobody out here, so Thornton gets to treat this like a fresh, brand new inning. Elliot Ramos steps in, 0-for-3 with a ground out in the first. What can the Giants do here? Can they flip the script to a save situation in the top of the 9th? One swing of the bat can do it if they can string together a couple of hits. They're not going to be able to do it on this, though. Ramos is hustling his way up to first. It's out number 1. Nice coverage by Thornton. Okay, Matt Wallner. He has saved 2 runs. What about a game-winning home run here?
Ball, that's off the plate.
I know it's the 8th. A back-breaking home run. The go-ahead home run is what I was looking for. Slider in at 89. Yu Darvish and Yuki Matsui warming up in the Padres bullpen, a righty and a lefty. Slider in at 91 and 2 to Wallner. Or for Wallner. Thornton. Ooh. Wines fires. Wallner hits it foul. Just foul. This is an interesting situation. I don't know what Wallner's speed is. I'd imagine it's not terribly high. I don't think he's got elite level speed, but I don't know what it is. He has saved you 2 runs. Does the game understand that? Ooh, didn't matter. Never mind. Because if he gets on, do you sub him out or do you leave him in for his defensive prowess and hope that Willy Adames, who has a home run in today's game on a 1-for-3 afternoon or evening, hope that he can hit it into the gap in a big outfield out here and down here in San Francisco. Adames, with a big hack. Adames versus Thornton. A surprising number of battles. Considering that Thornton, as we see a grounder to second base, considering that Thornton is a reliever, surprising. But Lamont Wade Jr. does what he needs to do. Absolutely clobbered that to center, and we are all knotted up at 5. Padres Giants here on youtube.com/Seasnnosaurus Rex. Elias Diaz steps in as we welcome you back. Verlander still on the mound. He's thrown 44 pitches, and he has done a pretty good job shutting this Padres offense down. Ryan Walker and Randy Rodriguez in the bullpen for the Giants.
Ball, that's low.
12-6 curve just misses to even count 1-1. That one high. Verlander maybe losing a little bit of command here. 2-1.
Nope.
Yandy Diaz has a single on the evening. Diaz ahead 3-1. Verlander fires a fastball in. That has been a dangerous part of the zone. That feels like it just as easily could have been ball 4 as it was strike 2. Right back up the middle. Verlander ducks out of the way, and he is on with a single. Leadoff single.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman, Gandhi Diaz.
Now, why are you leaving Verlander in? That pitch was in a horrible location, but Diaz was very early on it. That one goes foul. Diaz again a little early, slices that one foul. He's grounded into 17 double plays. Do we see number 18 right here? Nope. Well, at least not on that pitch. 12-6 misses low and inside. Ball 1. This one is going to be flared. Nice catch, actually, by Yastrzemski. Didn't know that he had the speed to get there. And we've seen a couple of flare shots from the Padres. You figure that the drops are just kind of going their way. Dane Myers 1 for 3 with a single. Knocked in and scored a run. Batting 203. And a good opportunity for Verlander to get out of this if he can induce a ground ball double play. Or as I like to call it, a ground rule double play, because my brain is bad sometimes. This one is sliced. I mean, that's why you think that that ball out to center is going to drop. That's been the Padres tonight. Some little bloop shots here and there. Verlander still in, 2 on, 1 out. Gets a 4-seam in for strike number 1. Oh, this one is flied out to left. Didn't look like it was a great jump, but more than enough time to get under it. And it looked like he did that hesitant step backwards and then drove in on the ball. Not what you want to see out of Ramos out there at a critical spot like this. 2 away. Bogarts 1 for 4 with a single. Knocked in and scored a run. Verlander up to 58 pitches here. 2 gone in the 9th. Strike 1. Bogarts is 5 for 22 with 5 strikeouts against Verlander in his career. I like that they have those stats, so very generous slider, or strike, excuse me, on the slider on the outside corner. 0-2, 2 away. That one is hit. It is covered by the third baseman. He's going to fire over to first. It's nicely grabbed by, I believe it's Lamont Wade Jr. at first base, and they will get out of it. The Padres strand 2, and we head to the bottom of the 9th with a tie game, 5-5. Thornton stays in to face Matt Chapman, who's 0-3 today. Curveball in at 83. Jeremiah Estrada joins Yu Darvish. A couple of righties getting loosened up in the bullpen. Thornton winds, fires. That one's inside. Slider just misses at 89. Thornton misses low. Curveball. Good eye by Matt Chapman. Early on the slider, fouled away. 2-2. Ooh, hits him with the slider up in the zone. Chapman down on strikes.
Now batting. Center fielder.
Yastrzemski has a home run in today's game on a 1-for-2 afternoon. Evening, I guess you would say. This game was, I would assume, a 7:05 first pitch. Either way, he has a home run, and that curveball almost gets the back foot. 1-0. Sweeper clips the bottom of the zone, 1-1. Fouled at the plate, and that will be a strike number 2. 1-2. Low in the dirt. Gets away, but doesn't matter. Nobody on. Inside and brushes him back. Count is full on Mike Yastrzemski with Ezekiel Duran coming up behind him. This one smashed out to left or right center field. He's going to get to it. We'll see if he wants to try for 2. Throw comes in, and it is just a single. Yastrzemski on.
Ezekiel Duran.
And do they switch for a pinch hitter? They do not. 1 on, 1 out for Duran. He's going to throw it over, smack it over to first. It's a double play. Oof. That is a brutal double play. We will head to the top of the 10th. We have not seen a lot of double plays. The one double play that pops off the top of my head was the Wallner one, but that's a killer way for it to go. Or for the game to end, I should say. All right, so we have the Manfred man on second, which I like in regular season games because I don't need this stuff to drag on forever. I definitely did jinx myself. I'm glad I picked this game because the other one went into extra innings.
1-1.
Justin Verlander still out there on the mound. This will be pitch number 64. Arise 2 for 4 on the day. Slider gets to the top of the zone, and it's 1-2. Oh, and that is a beautiful 12-6 curve on the outside. He gets the spot. That spot's been finicky, but he gets the strike when he needs it, and that is a K. Fernando Tatis Jr. is 0 for 4. He avoided the golden sombrero earlier. If you go 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts, is that it? Or is it just specifically that you strike out 4 times? Interesting note while I'm thinking about it for the Giants, they've only scored via the long ball. 2 solo home runs, 1 3-run blast. Can they get the single that they need, or the extra base hit that they need? And do they have the speed on second to get around to win this on a walk-off? Should it come to that. Circle change up and in. Gets the swing and fouled back. 0-2. And he gets him. So there it is. There's your golden sombrero for Tatis Jr., former MLB The Show cover athlete. Ryan Howard had 4 strikeouts, 27 times.
That's a ball.
Wild.
1-0.
On April 16th, 2025, the Atlanta Braves notably achieved 2 golden sombreros in the same game. Michael Harris II, as this one is launched. Is there a guy that can get there? Yastrzemski on the run, grabs it. He'll send it to the bottom of the 10th with a tie game. It is 5-5.
Now pitching for San Diego.
Yu Darvish coming in with a 7-4 record. Welcome back to San Francisco. 22 games, a 3.60 ERA in 110 innings pitched. So, quick note, just to kind of finish that thought. Michael Harris II and Austin Riley both achieved the mark against the Toronto Blue Jays this year, April 16, 2025. They became the first top 2 hitters in MLB history to go a combined 0 for 8 with 8 strikeouts. So, yikes. That one is popped in a brutal start as Patrick Bailey gets under that one. Yu Darvish does what you need him to do. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Up next for the Giants, designated hitter Tyler Fitzgerald.
So Fitzgerald on a 1-for-4 day. Faces Darvish. Fitzgerald slices that one into right. It's a throw, a play. No play at the plate. Stays at third. It's a single. So the sacrifice fly is in order. It's yet again a single for the Giants. They do not have a double or a triple. Lamont Wade Jr. tied this game, and he could end it at the bottom of the 10th. The pitch. Foul. 95 on the fastball. Yu Darvish has thrown 3 pitches. He's given up a single, and he has an out and a foul ball. This is on the sinker low, 1-1. This one is scorched out to right center. It's going to be an out, but it should be a tag from third. The throw nowhere near in time. Giants with a walk-off win in a game where they had the most abysmal 5-run inning you could imagine. They somehow find a win, and you can single-handedly thank Matt Wallner for his defensive efforts out in right field if I have the right guy. Either way, the right fielder for the San Francisco Giants, he is your player of the game. Wade Jr. is going to be the guy because he has 4 RBI in this one, including a 3-run game-tying home run in the 8th. But for them, for Wade Jr., for him to even have a chance, you have to get those 2 plays at the plate, and they were both absolute strikes in that miserable 5-run inning. But they come back and win. And then San Francisco Giants, we'll take a look at it. Take a look at the standings after this. They will win on the walk-off 6-5. 9 hits for the Giants, 12 hits for the Padres. Yu Darvish gets the loss, 7-5. And Verlander gets the win. He improves to 4-9. Here's a look at the highlights. Here it is. Here's one of them. Wallner to Bailey. Got him right before he got there. That one was on Diaz. Oh, I don't think they're going to show the other one. This was a no-doubter. After the 5-run inning, they got one back. Wade Jr. with a 3-run blast in the 8th. Tied things up at 5. And then you had the double play that sent us to extra innings, but the Giants did a good job. Their defense came through when they needed it to, and then Wade Jr. gets your walk-off hit, a sacrifice fly. Justin Verlander, I cannot believe he is your player of the game. That's inexcusably bad. That's ridiculous. He had 6 strikeouts in 5.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, no walks, no earned. Lamont Wade Jr. knocked in 4 runs and had 2 of the most clutch hits you could ask for in a regular season game. Yastrzemski went yard on a 2-for-3 day. Adames went yard on a 1-for-4 day. But Wade Jr., 2-for-4 with a home run, 4 RBI, and a run scored. Fitzgerald, 2-for-5. Yu Darvish gets the loss. He pitched .2 innings, 1 hit, no strikeouts, no walks, no earned. Machado was 2-for-3 with a couple of doubles and a run. Elias Diaz was 2-for-4 with a double. He knocked in and scored a run. Luis Arraez knocked in 2 on a 2-hit day with a double. Dane Myers, 2-for-4 with an RBI. He also scored. Here's a quick look at your box score. Padres had a few doubles in there, but no home runs. The Giants, on the other hand, had 3 home runs and not a single double. They got the base hit that pushed the runner to third, and then a sacrifice fly for Lamont Wade Jr. Duran grounded into a double play. The only other double play would have been the out in right field and the play at the plate. So there you go. Great game. Glad that I picked it. Did go into extras, but thankfully it didn't go that deep into extras. Let's advance the day. We'll rip a pack. It won't give me any XP because I didn't play the game, which is fine. We are going to be in Baltimore. Oh, God, am I not looking forward to that. Luke Raley's no longer injured. Here is a little bit of a look. Padres and Giants now both a half game back. They're each 61 and 58. Mets and Phillies are a half game ahead. The Reds are one game plus. And you have the Pirates, the Diamondbacks now 2.5 back. And then the Cubs, like I said, they have that W8 next to them, but they're still 7 games behind with 1, 2, 3, 4 teams to climb to even be in contention. So there you go. If we take a look at the calendar, we do know that the Padres and the Giants play each other again, so we might end up watching them a second time. I do have, like I said, I do have the Rangers and the Royals written down, or Yankees Red Sox for next Thursday's games, because they're pretty close. The Yankees and Red Sox are really close record-wise, and I believe Kansas City and Texas are pretty close as well. So there you go. You know what? Honestly, if I had a better computer, we just stream late. We just watch a triple header of baseball. But that's a thing for a different day, so my computer doesn't explode. But there's a chance you get one beforehand. Thank you so much for watching. We'll rip a pack because it's fun. Even though the packs are terrible, it's fun to rip. I gotta get another box of Celebration. I enjoyed that video. Garbage. Cool, thanks. Ryan McKenna. What? It's my brother's name and my niece's name. All right. Bryce Miller is 12-5 with a 2.56 ERA, taking on Dean Kremer, 15-3 with a 2.59 ERA. It is Mariners. It is Orioles. I am sure it will be hell, and if you would like to watch that hell, because it is always hell in Baltimore, in that godforsaken stadium, subscribe right over here. Thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll probably be doing it more throughout the rest of the season. I've definitely fallen off of the very limited amount of time that I was going to put into Diamond Dynasty. I'm pretty out on that, but commentating games for a little bit sounds like a fun thing to do. I don't really have any extra baseball games to like tinker around with, but I would like to give you off-day content. So, and we could follow some of the races, the playoff races as we wind down. Could be fun. So for more, subscribe where the gameplay is. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Baseball every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel. There was no video this morning, so there is a best for viewer. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Good sports. Go Mariners. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a great rest of your night.